So today guys, I am going to be telling you more about my Lego Mindstorms EVC education course set. Now this whole box includes every little thing that I have used in most of my Lego EVC Mindstorm videos. Now this video is going to be only about this box. Is full detailed video. Stay till the end for a bonus information about this whole box. So guys, now the first thing that comes with the box when you open it is this handy little card. So now this, if you flip it over, it has all the things that are in this box, especially in this tray. And now I have arranged everything already for you guys so you can see it all in the tray. Now this thing is just a little old thing that I had from an old set. This is for taking out any piece that is stuck. This is for any axle. So I'll get to this later. Okay. Now according to this card, the first thing that is supposed to be there, according to the card, the connectors. So these connectors, this is the black connectors. There are also some gray connectors. These are the black connectors, and the gray ones are these. So the main difference between both of these connectors are that the black connectors have really less friction. So if you combine any two pieces together, they barely move. But if you use the gray ones and stay join to these, see, so this is just moving really freely. That means that there's no friction in the gray ones. Now for this part, these are called the round long connectors. These are also a family of both of these, like they're the same thing as they're connectors basically. So the same thing with the blue ones and the beige ones. The blue ones have no very less they have no friction at all. If you connect 3 of these beams, no, they barely move. They are stick at one place. Now if we use one of these tan ones, and this one, now there's quite a lot of friction here. See, they're moving quite a lot. So then we go to these mini ones. So these are half connectors and half axles. These things are called axles over here. So this one, the same thing, has no friction. This has friction. Now this is called one bushing, or you can call it two bushing. So why you could call it a two bushing is this is also bushing. So these both are types of bushings. Now if you take 2 of these, it equals to 1 of these. That's why you could call it a two bushing. Now let's go to this area. These are colorful beams, but these are only three beams long, or 3 circles long. So basically you measure all of these, mostly the axles, the beams, by how many circles they have. So this is a 1/3 beam. The same thing here, but they're just colored. So for many different builds, you might need many different colors of your beams. Let's get into these. These are also different types of connectors. You can connect some of these beams in L shapes if you want. So you guys can see I am going to be connecting this in an L shape. Now this is an L shape. You can make a whole square out of this if you want. There are many different uses and purposes of all of these different connectors. If we look at this one, this is another type of connector. You can connect 2 of these beams like this, parallelly. Now if we go to these, now these are this is another compartment. This is for the axles. If you look at Yeah, so these are type of axles. The shortest axle in this whole box is this one. Then we have the 3 long axles. The length of this is 3 long, 3 units long. Then these are also some different types of axles that come in the box. These are black in color, but they have the same usage. These are another type of connectors here. This is a long connector, plus you could also add an axle. So if you want to connect something with a beam and an axle, so you could do just this. Let's just get into these. This is another type of beam, but here it's closed at the end. So if you plug it into another beam here, it is stopped from here, so it doesn't go anywhere down, and you could use this. All of these depend on your build. Whatever you're building, you might need a different thing. You could use this as, you could add a connector in this. You could even add a beam in this, and this has no friction. You could use it for any type of build or thing you want. Okay, let's get into these. Now these are beams. This is a 15 long beam. If you can count all of these, it tells you 15. Now there's another smart technique which the box comes with, is this over here, right there. If you guys can see, this is a measurement for the beams and axles. So if we take this 15 long beam, we can see that it's 15 long from over there. 15 is written over there. So we can check all of our axles and beams if we want to measure any of them out. Now this axle is this axle is 10 long. Now let's get back into the tray compartment. Now these are our angled beams. These are also another type of beams, but they're angled. This specific beam has an axle place and a beam place if you want to connect a beam or an axle. This one is a T-beam. You can use this for a certain type of builds. Now this compartment has all type of gears. These gears are actually measured by their teeth. The number of teeth that they have, that means the number of gears this has. So this is a 48 tooth gear. The smallest one here is this. This is 8 tooths long. Now this also comes with these type of ones. There are only the tooths on this side and not on that side. So these are actually used for if you want to angle them at a certain place. They also include certain types of small tires. This, you can connect it with this rubber tire, and this becomes a tire. You can use this for a car build or anything like that. It also comes with this type of gear. If you want to rotate something, you could use this. You could plug in a few beams here, a few beams down there, and you can make it rotate. There's this special type of gear that it comes with. I like to call it a macaroni gear, but it's actually used if you want to spiral something or want to use something at an angle. The newest thing here are these frames. You could use them as a frame for a car, a frame for something else that you're building. Now this was everything in the tray. Now let's get to the bottom of the box and I'll show you some of the gears and other type of tires. Now we are the bottom compartment. Now it comes with this a small building instruction manual. You can build this robot right over here and this cube. Now it has all the instructions of how to build this bot, and yeah, there are also some other bots that you can build from the Lego mindstorms site, or you could just download the app. Now the main thing over here is the main power brick. This is the EV3 Lego mindstorms power brick. You guys can on it from this here, and it will make a sound when it has started. So let's just wait for it to start. So guys, now that means this sound just came that it has started successfully. Now these are some of my programs that I have built in the past few days. Now if you guys can use this to go up and down, right or left. The first tab here is of all the projects. Then we have some other projects over here, motor controls, and this is all our settings for the main EV3 brick. So I'm going to there's some USB ports, SD cards that you can insert into this. There's some connector places that you can connect things to. Same here, connectors, ports for motors and sensors. This is if you want to connect your PC, the EV3 brick, to your PC. And this is the rechargeable battery port here. So this is the main charger of the EV3 brick. So the charger goes right into the hole here. Now this you guys can actually plug while you're building the bot, so you don't have to wait for it to charge while you're doing your program. So now let me off this. The simple thing for offing it, just press this button and there'll be this power off tick and cross. So you just press the tick. Now the EV3 brick has a rechargeable battery, but if you have batteries and you don't want to use it, just plug it at the end, at the back of the battery. Now these are the two main large motors. They're places where you can connect axles and connectors. The same over here, ports for the motors. These are the large motors. They have a lot more RPM. Now this is the medium motor. There's a place for axle, connectors, a place for the port. This is the medium motor. These are the touch sensors. These touch sensors detect any touch that happens, and if you want to use it for a program, you can use these. If you have something where you're using these touch sensors. There's a place for axles and connectors over here, a place for ports. Now these are the rims of the tires. So it comes with these rubber tires. If you want to use them, they just snap in quite easily. So these are the tires. Now this is the quite long. This is one of the quite longest wires that come in this box. This is for if you want to connect it to your the Lego EV3 brick to your PC. Let me show you how. So this is the PC port. You just plug this end of the PC port right into the main power brick. So once that is done, you can connect the USB wire to your PC. This is another type of gear that are in the most bottomest part of the box. These are another type of gears. So these gears are also measured by their teeth here. So the next thing it comes with are these wires. These wires are for using for any motors and any sensors that you have. So these are the wires that connect these sensors to the main brick if you want to use any program. These are some of the body parts or some of the body shields, if you want to say that, for any type of build if you're building it. So these are the track pieces. They come in quite they're like 54 pieces of this, but I've joined into one of these so it's easier to use it. So this is the IR sensor. These are some of the infrared infrared eyes over here that it uses to detect anything. This is the port, connector areas, axle area. This is the gyro sensor. It detects if you suppose you want your robot to go to a certain type of measurement of an area. so you can use this as your guide. This is the color sensor. You can use this to show color. You can use this to sense color. So there's a port over here, some connectors, axle area, and so this is the main everything. It shows that what it comes with. So guys, that was the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something. If you want to learn more about any builds, I have some videos on my channel, and I'll also be leaving a link in the description below for the Lego site if you guys want to check out any other information or want to see anything for any other thing for yourselves.